My cousin and I used to build a lot of Hot Wheel cities. Several months ago I did a video on Hot Wheel cities. I'd like to give you the backstory. It was with my cousin. We got out of school early, half a day. We would come home. There was a section on the north side of the carport where the ground was just absolutely perfect. We would begin to build. We did roads and bridges and streams. It was absolutely phenomenal. I loved doing that with him, and we did it every day. Sometimes we'd never even just speak to one another, just make the boy sounds that boys make, but we would do this. And we would have these fabulous, fabulous little cities. And then my cousin, older cousin, would come home. And he did this almost every day. But he would walk along the side of the carport through our Hot Wheel cities, drag his feet, and destroy what we built. And of course, we would just anguish over this. And so every day we'd have to start anew with these Hot Wheel cities. Later on in life, what was interesting is he and I were both interested in mini trucks. He built a Nissan, I built a S10, lowered rims, paint, everything. And we still had a lot in common. Then, later on in life, he and I got involved in construction. And I was working on a job as a materials manager, and we needed someone to kind of be in charge of the cleanup, and so he came. And he would stay up late at night, and at lunchtime, he'd take him a nap. So we'd find him either on the pile of sheetrock or over in a corner somewhere. And the boss told him, "Quit sleeping on my job. I'm going to fire you." And he said, "Well, it's my time. I can do whatever I want." Well, you know how that ended. He was looking for a new job after a while. Then we kind of separated, and he went his way and I went my way. And we were about the same age. And I remember getting the call that he had passed away. And it was so rough. 33 years old. Our lives were somewhat intertwined. And to have him just ripped from you was really rough. But we live in a funny world. We don't really talk about things like that. And it's kind of interesting in the postmodern world that we live in today. It's as if really the story that holds us all together, his story, which is our history, it has been stripped out of our lives as well. And so we're all trying to tell our story. But we're all just adrift because we're not connected here. A lot of times I find that I'm attached to things like this, these inanimate objects. But it's when I really think about my connection with family, with my cousin, these kinds of things, that I really begin to see that that's the important thing of life. And I know that the enemy has kind of come through our lives and just drug his feet and destroyed a lot of things. And we have to rebuild. But in rebuilding, we're doing more than just rebuilding the cities. We're literally building relationships. When I earlier was looking through some photos that I took, the photos that I really spend time looking at are photos of family, kids, these kinds of things. And I begin to understand really what the Lord is trying to say in today's devotional is kind of the crux of the Word of God. It's in Deuteronomy 6, the Shema. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. What God understands, and what we need to understand, is that we are very relational beings. We're very emotional beings. And this world has severed that. It's kind of hardened us because of the destruction and difficult things that have come in our lives. And we need to get back in touch with the way that He's made us. We need to get back in touch with the foundational things. We need to really understand history, which is His story of how He created everything. And the story that I told you lets you into my life, lets you know who I am. And when God tells His story, He's letting you into His life. Now the choice is, are you going to let Him into your life? Are you going to let Him build something in your life that won't be destroyed? Not just a heavenly city, but a relationship and a connection with you. In the destruction and the dysfunction of this world, let God part all that, come in and connect with you. I appreciate you listening to my stories, and I hope you understand that the reason I try to tell the stories is because in story really is humanity, and that humanity ultimately needs to be connected with the Creator. Thank you again. May God bless you.